But while the process of doing this exercise reviewed a good number of issues related to doing social network analysis on a wiki as opposed to on mailing lists or other forms of data. Pages tend to get renamed, refactored. A page usually it could be too long. You break it up into 2 or 3 pages. The data gets messed up as a result. The historical integrity of a page is not guaranteed. So this is something that has to be taken care of. Vandalism. How do you treat? Do you consider someone coming in, contributing something that's useless, a contribution or not? Administrative rollbacks. Someone contributes something that's rubbish, someone rolls it back. Is rolling back a contribution? Is it something that, or is it just an administrative duty that you don't want to take into account in the analysis? Pages come in different types. There are pages that are directory pages. Everyone links to it. So it's not really collaboration. It's just putting a link. You know, it's different from actually contributing content together. If the page is on an editorial board discussion, then it actually reflects collaboration towards policy. But if it's a content page, it may not. So these are all some of the issues that are involved. The reputation as well is something that would be useful if it can be visualized within that framework. And also whether or not the contribution is it's a positive contribution or a negative contribution, whether it involves discussion. These are all aspects which would be very helpful if it could be taken into account. The good news is that there are a number of other people in the wiki community working on tools and methods to capture this kind of information, and also to use that kind of information in this kind of framework. So in conclusion, it is important to consider the wiki because it is focusing on something that may not be captured on a mailing list. But really, to be useful, social network analysis needs to be for open source. Communities need to be more than just identifying people as knowledge brokers. So some kind of richer detail is needed. For the end user, perhaps the graph representation may not be ideal. Some kind of drop-down thing based on some JavaScript type interface might be more user-friendly. And the other thing we discovered is that it is important to consider different time periods because different activities happen at different time periods, and comparing across time periods, that's where you learn the dynamics is what's really interesting, not so much a static representation. So finally, well, of course, there are a number of challenges here. They can be overcome. There are lots of people working on different aspects. But the key thing is really, the aim here really is just to provide a framework for activity that's going on to be more exposed, more available for someone who can look at and understand in a simple way. So it helps newer contributors. It also helps people involved in defining policy. So that's the end of the presentation. I have just a little bit of time left for any questions.